Good morning, everybody. My name is Tony Coleman, and I'm going to talk a little bit about our experiences at Temenos about using rational team concept. Okay, so a little bit of an agenda, a little bit about who we are and what we do, what the situation we found ourselves in, what we decided to do about it, and then lastly, some insight into where we're going. So who are we? We're a software house. This actually is kind of a bit key, really. We live and die by our product. We're not a services organization. We're not a system integrator. We're a software house. We write code. We produce product. It's banking. It's really interesting. And we're growing. We've been growing very, very rapidly for a number of years. That brings all sorts of challenges, not only to the development organization, but to the organization as a whole. We have hundreds of clients in dozens and dozens of countries, from everything from a few hundred accounts right up to, I think our biggest site's about 14 million accounts. What we do, well, it's banking, but it's pretty much every aspect of banking that you can imagine. You name it, we do it. It's one product, it's a package. You can upgrade it, you stick it in, you can customize it, and it's upgradable. It's a major, unique selling point for the product. We do that. As I said, we're not a services company. Obviously, we do have to implement the product. So we do have a services team that do that. We partner with the sort of major companies that expect us to partner with, and we do a lot of projects. So last year and coming into this year, we have new clients coming live all the time. You think banking is boring? The International Banking System magazine is a riveting read. And in there, they have every year they publish this sales league table. It's not quite as dynamic as the Premiership, but Temenos do very well in there. We do sell a lot of software. Again, a unique feature for Temenos is that we invest a lot of our revenues back into the product, which is great. From a developer's point of view, it means we have lots of cash to go and do things with, but of course that means that our CEO expects lots of results. I alluded to it earlier. It's big and it's global. It's in a lot of countries. I think it's 115. That number keeps seeming to go up. We have offices all over the place. In terms of our development centers, we have 3 in Europe and our big center down in Chennai, which is Southeast India. I'm not going to really talk much over this slide. Just give you an idea that the total number of clients has been rapidly growing over the years. There are some big names. They don't like bugs. So it's in pretty much, as I say, every sort of financial institution that you can imagine. In terms of its functional coverage, this is what happens when you let marketeers loose on this sort of material. You get lovely little icons for the different areas. So we have functional coverage across all of the major brands. Although we brand it separately, it's still one product. So there's still one code base, one upgrade path for everything that you do. And if you decide as an institution that you want to branch into Islamic, you don't have to buy a different system. It's all just one great big package. The technology stuff, I'm a little bit more comfortable talking about. Those previous slides are all the corporate slides. I don't normally get to do those, or have to do those. The technology slide, it's a layered architecture. It runs on pretty much every platform that you can want it to. It's scalable, it's resilient, it has to be. So it runs on all of our different databases, it runs on all the different operating systems. It has to be resilient, as I keep saying. And we have a release that goes out every month. It's fascinating listening to James Cracknell talking about his focus on this 4-year cycle. we have a slightly shorter cycle. So we release software every month, building up to a GA release once a year. So we have 48, 50 clients buying the system, implementing the system every year. That invariably means they have requirements. It invariably means they want changes to the package. Of our install base, they upgrade. It's great. So you see people every 2 years, every 3 years, they do upgrade the package, they stay on the latest release. Those upgrades are free, which is why they do it. And it means they take advantage of that R&D spend that we put back into the product. So at any one time, at any one time, we've got 100+ projects going. Because these projects, they're not quick. They take months, as you can imagine. So basically, it's big, it's scary, it's global, it's mission critical, and we have to do things quicker, better, faster, cheaper, and a new one safer. I think we're all used to having to do things well and quickly and cheaply. Safer is a new one. So basically, it's just like you.